So we're going to go over the study guide. Number one, the scale factor of a figure and its enlargement is 8, and it wants to know what is the new length if the original is 6. So all we have to do is multiply. So you do 8 times 6, and you get 48. That's all there is to do with that one. Number two, so for number 2, scale is 2 inches equals 5 feet, and it says the building will be 58 feet. What's the width? So we set up our proportion, and we do 2 inches equals 5 feet, and we've got 58 feet here. I don't want to know how many inches, so that's going to be x. You could have set up your proportion 2 inches over 5 feet, and then put the 58 on the bottom so that your things are still proportional. So feet's on the bottom, inches on the top. I did this kind so that feet's on the side. Then you just cross multiply, and then you divide it by 5. So you should get 23.2 as an answer. So it's D. All right, number 3, you have proportional shapes. So again, you're going to set up a proportion. So I'm going to do this side, which is x over 25. So I've got to set it up to that side, same side, over 8, so that you're putting the same width to width and length to length. So you again cross multiply 25 and 6, and then divide it by 8, and you should get 15 as your answer. Number 4, the shape is an isosceles. What is the only thing that can make it true? So an isosceles has 2 sides that are the same, and then the third one is different. So 2 sides have to be the same, third one has to be different. And it has to follow the rule where the 2 smaller sides are greater than the third. So we're going to do, you can do a guess and check. I'm going to go ahead and plug this in, that way you can see it. So 9 squared plus 9 squared has to be greater than 16 squared. Actually, let's go back and fix that. Don't do the squares. So if I just do the 2 sides, 9 and 9, I get 18. And 18 is greater than 16, so that's why number 4 is C. Number 5, what type of triangle has 6, 6, and 6? So that's an equilateral because they're all the same. So we can take out scalene, we can take out this scalene. And an equilateral triangle, we know they're always going to be acute, so it has to be A. For number 6, what's the measure of an angle supplementary? We know that supplementary is 180. And then you subtract 127. So 180 minus 127 is 53. So that's how you get B as an answer. On number 7, which of the following is not true about angle ABC and angle ABD? So A is correct. They form a straight line, so that's 180. B, they don't form a 90 degrees. I'm going to circle that one because that's not true. C, they add up to 180. They're a straight line, so that one works. And D, they're adjacent, which means they're next to each other, so that one works. So it is B as the correct answer. On number 8, it wants to know, let's see, which one is the right triangle. So that one has acute, so that's not going to be it. This one has an obtuse angle, so that's not going to be it. And these are 3 acute, so that leaves B because it has a right angle right there. On number 9, which one shows a scalene triangle? So scalene means that all three sides are different. So if you look at this one, 2 and 6, 2.6, that's going to be a isosceles triangle. This one, they're all the same, so that's going to be an equilateral triangle. And this one that has them all different, that one's going to be your scalene triangle. So C is your answer. And number 10, find the measure of BOC. So I'm going to highlight BOC. These right here, those right there, and then C comes up here. And B was at the 150 mark, and C is at the 70 mark. So let's go back and look at B, because that answer choice wasn't there, so I know you did something wrong. So B is actually right there in between the 140 and 150, so it's at 145. So now we subtract 145 minus 70, and you would get 75. And 75 is an acute, so C is the correct answer for that one.